Hi, my name is Charles Roberts. I am president of Your Castle Real Estate, which is the largest independent real estate brokerage in the state of Colorado. Thanks for taking a couple minutes with us. We're going to talk a little bit about Denver condos and townhome prices and what they've done over time, so you get an idea of what our market has done since 1972 all the way up to today. So let's look back. In the 70s, what we had is a really strong market, and prices went up for a good long time. They went from $28,000 to $83,000. That's over tripling from 1972 to 1985. Super strong market. But like all markets, they don't last forever, and we went down during the 80s. That was partly because interest rates peaked at about 17% around the country, and partly because we were an oil-based economy here, and that was really hard times for us coming out of the 70s. So you see what happens is prices went down, and they actually dropped 33%. There was a big drop in prices during this period of time. And it took about 10 years just to get back to our previous high. The next thing that happened, starting in the early 90s, is we had a very long price increase for attached properties, condos and townhomes. And they went all the way up to about $190,000, peaking in 2006. But again, things change. Over time, we went down, dropped about 15% on average, although there were some complexes that went down 30, 40, 50%. Then they bottomed out right about here, 2009, 10, things started to change. And then what have they done since then? In the last 9 years, 8-9 years, prices have skyrocketed. Amazingly, the average appreciation for a condo and townhome has been higher than even for single-family homes during this period of time. And we got to $355,000, and that's where we are right now, making Denver a relatively high-priced market. The question everybody asks is, where's it going to go? And the fact is, we don't know. But what I can tell you at the time of this filming is we still have a very low historical inventory. We still have a lot of people moving into Denver and the Denver metro areas. And we have building, but most of the building is at the upper end luxury, which is definitely starting to soften. The lower to middle market, it's very difficult for developers to make money in that market, and there are still too few properties for too many people. So I do expect it to go up for a while. So take a look at this, look at these types of charts. Thanks for taking the time. Please sign up for our free classes at yourcastle.com. Love to hear from you. Thanks.